Greetings in the name of the First Nations people, the original people of these lands. We welcome you here, for we're all human beings. When we first came here, we saw everyone as human beings. Everyone had that heartbeat. Everyone had the love that they had for each other to take care of each other. And today we'd like to just call with the drums, just come on over as you hear the heartbeat, coming over before we introduce the people who have some words to say to you today. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Blessings to each and every one of you. I'd like to introduce Lisa Bodie. She does a lot of work here. Let's give Lisa a good welcome here this morning.
Good morning, Crestone, and all of our friends who have traveled from so far. I really like to take these off of here and be in the moment, but we need Tree for that. So welcome to the 33rd Annual Crestone Energy Fair. My name's Lisa Bodie. I'm the director. And we have an amazing crew of volunteers, sponsors, vendors, crew. We've had people coming from coast to coast. We've had someone hitchhike from LA to get here, someone from Florida, and then almost all these states in between. So this is a really amazing moment that we're able to start bringing people together around our theme. It's reclaim self, village, and nature. We really want to empower each of you as an individual for your own health and your own wellness. So we have a wellness village in Creekside Park. And then with music and to enliven your heart and your dance and your soul at our cloud station. And then the majority of our presentations and speakers, how we start to weave our village back together and really come up with the new ways of thinking, the new ways of being, and opening our hearts and how we work together as community will be happening on this regenerative stage. So I would like to introduce Lydia Sprouts, who has done our booking. She's done a fabulous job to bring so many people here, so thank you, Lydia.
Thank you, guys. Thank you guys all for being here. Today we have a host for you, and we brought in. Should I go with the Asia thing? Yeah, we.
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, we're doing. I'm sorry, I did not get the agenda.
Tell them how much we're rolling.
We have been doing a lot of work on this event starting last year, right after last year's event, and yeah. So I appreciate the opportunity to be here, and I am genuinely very confused as what to say. Yeah. Yeah.
Here we go. This is what's up, folks. We're rolling on a solar system and off grid
That's what you meant.
with the whole town. If you see things that you really need done, help us out, because we're doing as much as we can to provide you with those things like water. But I'm going to introduce Nick, too, our producer. He's done a fabulous job. We've been working together for 4 years to get the event to this point. For a few words. And so, Lydia.
Hey guys, welcome to the 33rd Annual Crestone Energy Fair. We're so happy to have you. Today's event begins now. We'll go until 9 o'clock this evening. We have music at our Cloud Station stage all day, as well as 8 food vendors throughout the day. We have our Healing Village out at the Creekside Park, which will include things like Qigong and Tai Chi and healing bowl, sound bowls throughout the day.
Yoga.
Yoga.
We've got yoga over there. We've got some talks on your overall wellness and how you can reclaim part of your wellness. And we're also having an Earthship demo by the Off-Grid Guru later over there, where you can build your own mini Earthship model.
And we have, of course, every year our building demonstration area. So throughout the day, we have building demonstrations of Earthships, pounding tires, straw bale, cob. What else we have? We have hempcrete, aircrete. Yes.
Yeah, thank you guys all so much for coming. Thank you coming for our building demos. Will be on the other side of the building right here, so you can go and check out how to actually build your next chicken coop.
We have an extraordinary lineup today and tomorrow, so don't forget to come tomorrow as well. We also are live streaming this, so if you go onto our website, crestoneenergyfair.org, you can see the live stream link. Send it to your friends and family. They can join us on this stage throughout the day. The other thing to be aware of is we have over 70 vendors today here in the park and throughout the town of Crestone. We invite you throughout the day to go and check them out. Some extraordinary artisans, craftsmen, and healing artists from around the country have come to share their gifts with you. So we really invite you to see what they have and participate in those things as well. All right, so what we'd like to do next is introduce Kim from Wildwoods Botanicals and my naturopathic doctor. She is an extraordinary woman who has been working with us now for, I believe, at least 4 years. As our MC and our host of the main stage. Kim is not only a doctor, but also a naturopath and works in a variety of modalities to bring the healing arts to you. So let's give it away to Kim.
Thank you. Glad to be here. I think what I would like to share is just that seeing the growth of the Energy Fair. And certainly I have to give credit. Back in the 90s, I was living in Salida, which was a very different place then. And the Energy Fair has been going on 33 years. So there's been many people that we want to put energy out to and give credit to for carrying this forward. Okay, and it's had different stages and an evolution of process. And I think with the changes and evolution of other festivals in Crestone, we've tried to integrate more. We've tried to integrate music. We understand that energy is not limited to off-grid building and all that, even though that is incredibly important to our community. And certainly I live off the grid completely. I live in a straw bale house, and I've been doing that for probably 30 years on and off in the region. But we're trying to bring in how is energy affecting us and how are we affecting our energy. And I think that's something this year that we brainstormed and talked about after last year. Can we bring wellness in? How did the COVID events that occurred, how did that affect our wellness, and how can we be cognizant of that? How can we bring change, regenerative change for ourselves? And that's the reason we came up, or a number of people came up with the idea of what to host this event as, what to start as a place, a starting place, right? We're all in transitional times. It's a very transitional time. So thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing your energy to the fair, because we couldn't do it without everyone's energy, right? So please visit the booths, visit the vendors, visit the wellness park. And there is free treatments going on over there. I've had a bunch of folks tell me that please come and experience this. Certainly you can donate and support everyone. But as we expand, we need that energy from all of you. Whatever you can do, and that can be just being part of this. So thank you. And there are vendors and music at our stage by the Elephant Cloud, right? And we have other things going on right here in the park. So thanks so much.
Thank you, Kim. So, speaking of exchange, one of the things to make this happen is most of this is a volunteer-run event. We are trying to create new jobs and new opportunities, really based on our locals, their skill sets and their profession and what their passion is. So, we have everything from now graphic design to vending coordinators, booking. We've got videographers, sound, and we're really trying to, as a community, look at our skill sets and how we support each other. So one of the things that's the biggest is volunteering. I've got about 50% of the volunteer shifts filled for this weekend. So we have a volunteer check-in over here. Leaf LeRae is our coordinator. He'd be happy to help you, or I would, if there's something you can just jump in to help us fill. That's a huge burden off of our crew that's been out here for days, so thank you. And thanks for listening to all of this, because we really are in a manifesting in the moment. And so I want to tell you a little bit about Asia Dorsey. If Asia would like to come on up. So we have brought Asia in with a group called Regenerate Change, and we were first introduced to this organization from Cherise Shiner. Give a little wave out there, Cherise. She is the director of the San Luis Valley Food Bank Network. So you might see her coming in. She's always checking on our Crestone Food Bank. And she let me know about this living facilitation training that was going to be happening up at Yellow Barn Farm in Boulder last year. So we took some key leaders and organizations in the Valley with us, and we did a 4-day intensive in Asia, and Adam Brock were some of our instructors. And it was really about how do we work in a social permaculture context with each other. So, a lot of it, we've looked at how we're living in our physical environment. That's that nature part of our weekend with our theme, Reclaim Self, Village, Nature. And they really go that step deeper in how do we do that socially with each other from that permaculture lens. So when there's conflict, how do we resolve it? When there's blockages, how do we start to move them and flow so that we're operating in a more organic form with nature as well and with each other? So from there, Cherise and I were like, wow, this was amazing 4 days. We need to bring that down to the Valley. So in February, she started organizing with Asia and Adam again, and we did another 3-day intensive in Alamosa, but this time we brought in key leaders of our Energy Fair crew. So we were able to come in another step closer to start to understand these principles and practice together. And that brings us to this step where we got Asia live all weekend as our mistress of ceremonies. So I'm going to let Lydia just tell you a little bit more of her personal bio, and then we're going to stick around because we're going to get you drumming and moving and shaking and some body practices. So thank you for listening for the beginning, and please enjoy all weekend and feel free to reach out.
Thanks, Lisa, and thanks, Asia, for being here with us today. It has been a delight to get to know Asia, as I'm sure you will experience. She is an intellectual, very well trained in the arts of social justice and community. And we brought her here to positively influence our community since she was such a positive influence to us over this year when we took our training with her. And I hope you'll forgive me for not having printout of your actual bio, but I'm sure you will get to know Asia over the weekend and get to know more about her. I am delighted to bring her here to you. Asia Dorsey, everybody.
Yes. Thank you, Lydia. Lisa, Kim. Hey, y'all. Yes, that's right. That's right. I am that person. So my culture is one of call and response. And I love the serenity that you have. But if you would like to respond when I call, I think it would be the best for all of us. What do y'all think? Beautiful, beautiful. It's always so beloved to have an introduction of people who love you and who know you and who care for you. We've been all over this fair organizing these folks have, and despite the imperfection, the interstitial conversations that are happening in the background are so full of love and care and thoughtfulness for y'all. And so I just want to thank the organizers and all the things that are happening in the background. And I want to thank you because it took you something to get here today. Maybe you had to organize where you were going to sleep. Maybe you had a stomach ache. Maybe you left your business cards. Whatever it took to get you here, I want to thank you as well. Yeah. That's right. Thank you. So we're going to move into an interactive opening. I am Asia Dorsey, the daughter of Clarice Dorsey, the granddaughter of Betty Jo Steffens, the great-granddaughter of Jane Howard, and so on and so forth. And one of the ways that our culture and our community opens space is with pouring of libations. The first part of pouring libations is that we will call to the spirits of the land. And then the next part of the pouring of libations is we call to the spirits that were here that we have lost. And so this is an opportunity for you to engage. I'm going to say a word like, we call to the spirit of the cute little puppy dogs. And then y'all say, Ashe. All right, let's try that. We call to the spirit of the cute little puppy dogs. Ashe. That's right. And so I'm going to call it in, and you're going to Ashe. And then for that second part, I want to invite the people in your world who is not here in the flesh anymore. And so you can speak that quietly to yourself. You can shout it out. And you can be totally silent. Because the rules here, y'all, is that you get to do what feels good to you. And anything that doesn't feel good, I invite you to pass, okay? So I would like to share this with you. It's all good. We got our water. Jen is one of the important things that we call, but I have some hawthorn berry. And so we're gonna work with the spirit of hawthorn as we're calling in, okay? All right. We gonna make this work, y'all. We gonna make this work. We're gonna do it like this. All right. I think I got it, but thank you. All right. I want to give thanks to the lactobacilli microorganisms that are all over our skin right now. I want to give thanks to the mycorrhizae fungi that are all in the soil right now. I want to give thanks to the minerals, not just the minerals in the soils, but the mountains that are containing us right now. I want to give thanks to the sky and the clouds that rain upon us right now. I want to give thanks to the water, the rivulets, the little streams that are surrounding us right now. I want to give thanks to the wind that holds us and that moves through us and the things that need to leave right now. I want to give thanks to the sound, the rhythms, the intonations that come through your vocal cords that speak to who you are and who you have been right now. I want to give thanks to the movement of your bodies. Rather you can walk as good as you used to, rather your knees hurt, rather your hands hurt, rather your feet hurt. I want to give thanks to your bodies right now. I want to give thanks to the bodies of all the non-human beings who are here right now. I want to give thanks to the bodies of all the beings who are no longer here right now. And now we're going to open up and give thanks to those who aren't here. I want to give thanks to all of the people who we lost during COVID right now. I want to give thanks to all the people who experienced genocide as a result of us being here right now. I want to give thanks to all of us and all of those ancestors who died during the Middle Passage right now. I want to give thanks to all of the refugees who didn't quite make it home right now. I want to give thanks to all that have died in wars for liberty right now. I want to give thanks for all those who have died in meaningless wars right now. I would like to call in all of my uncles who have passed right now. I call in all of the aunties who have passed right now. I call in all of the two spirits who have passed right now. And the grandmothers. And the grandfathers. And the parents. And the children who have left us too soon right now. Ashe, 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 Ashe-o. And now we will call to the stage some of the most beautiful humans whose ceremonies are still creating Turtle Island as a safe space for us. One of the most powerful ceremonies that they have and have remembered is the dance. So I want to call to the stage the Southwest Dancers. These are the First Nation people of these lands. They traveled all the way here from the other side of the sand dunes to not only be in solidarity but to help us to remember the roots of who we are as well. And so, Mr. Tomas, Eagle Bear, please come up. And I would love to introduce the other folks who are part of your family to lead us in more ceremony. Because we said this was the opening ceremony, and y'all was like, where's the ceremony? We said, right here. All right. So thank you.
Thank you. Give Asia a good hand here. Greetings on behalf of the First Nations people. I'm going to introduce myself in my language first and to pay respect to my family. Shiki shiki sen in a show. Stoto na ella in a show. Na godi sta in the inde. Stoto na atuishta and na ye ishta. You sen shiki sen you sen so shikine inde shikine and nakai. I am no one without my family, so I always introduce my family first. I come from the Shikine band of the Inde people, today called the Apaches. But we're Inde. Inde means the spirit people. It means there's really no death. The spirit will always live once his body goes back to the earth. So we're Chihine Inde, and I come from my clan and Nakai clan. And that is my family. And this is my family here, around the drum here. One person alone is very lonely, but we come as a family. Our children, all our relatives, and you as well are a family, part of the human family. We don't accept the separations that they have given to us. The black, white, yellow, red. They say that's what the people are. I say, no, we don't. Maybe to you it is. We're just all human beings. Don't separate us by color. Just we're human beings. An important thing to do also here is our elders tell us that the ice is melting. The North and South poles, the ice is melting. And when we care about our children, we have to begin right away. Not tomorrow, but let go of all this fossil fuel that is destroying the earth, and let go of all those selfish feelings of comforts that people have. Sometimes we have to give a little bit, sacrifice our comforts to remember of our children. They're going to have a hard time. Changes are coming. But one thing our elders have told us, there is hope because the children, they put their minds together. They will find a way out of this. But they need guidance from you, the parents, the uncles, the aunties. Because that's how we as a people have survived here. Not alone, with guidance from our elders, our uncles, and aunties. So we like to just come together here today and ask also the mystery of life. Some people call God. We say it's a mystery. Everything you see and you don't see to us is what we call the mystery of God. So we like to call to everyone to come together, put our minds together, and let's greet the four directions, the sky and the earth together. So I'd like to have everyone please stand together. And if you can first over to see the sun rising this way, sun behind us, right? Okay. Okay. To the east, just raise your hands up to the east. And let's put our minds together that we have each day, appreciate every moment. For we don't know when will be our last moment here on the earth. And to be thankful for each moment and for each day, and to be able to receive the sunlight and the warmth of the sun in a good way, and to remember those who have less than we do, that they have a good day today, they have a smile on their face, that we can create a world where all people will live in peace together and walk together in peace. As we look over to the south, we greet the warmth of the south and the love and the compassion, to be people who are compassionate with empathy for others, to remember within ourselves the light that we have, and to be always positive for what we carry within. And when we have difficult times, to reach out to people, that they will also guide us to reach our inner being and to walk with that compassion and love and the warmth the south brings. Without even asking, the south always brings its warm winds, unconditional love in that way. We ask people then to look over to the west where the sun goes down, and to remember each day to reflect upon your lives. How do we walk today? How do we treat people today? Is there someone that maybe I have to approach and say, forgive me for how I was today with you? Maybe I didn't smile enough today. But we reflect on our lives so that the next day we continue to grow as human beings, and thank the sun that is going down, that we can reflect in the darkness within our lives, look within in that way. As we look over to the north, we ask for the northern wisdom keepers of the north, the elders, to guide us, to continue to guide us here, to walk on the earth as human beings, to not forget our humanness, our kindness, our love for one another, our care, to remember our history. At one time, all of us were tribal people, and we didn't have no bows and arrows, we didn't have not even fire, but what kept us alive was the love for each other, the care for each other. And as we look over to the sky, we raise our hands above and look at all the beauty around us, and the waters and the rains that came the other day to nourish everything, to bring us water that we can drink, to grow our plants and all our gardens. And just say beauty and thankfulness of everything we see in the night sky as we see all the universe around us, and that we're part of that universe. We're not separate. And that we can always respect each other and respect other people. And respect other people's religions, other people's ways of life. And not to judge others, whether they're Christian or Catholic or Native or whatever. It doesn't matter. That we all just respect each other with the teachings that came from each one of those religions. So we say thank you in that way as we put our hands to the earth and touch the earth with our hands. And we thank Ella, Mother Earth, to say thank you for the abundance that we have since we first were born and came into this life. And now our children are being nourished as well. To continue to have the respect for the women that we have, and to listen to those who have been hurt, all the women who have been hurt, that we can once again bring them to the center of our nation, to uplift them, for they are the center of our nation, the backbone. And we ask forgiveness for any maltreatment that the women may have received from in the hands of anyone. Ask forgiveness, and that they will always shine and bring their love and nourishment to each and every one of us just by a smile. And for all the women who are nursing their children and giving love to the children in that way, and that we always remember the earth in that way and the beauty of the earth. For one day we will go back to the earth and our spirit will be free. And as we stand up together, we look around and look at each other and say, you don't have to look far to see God, just look at the eyes of each other. Do not separate yourself from the mystery. You are part of that. God is within you, everything you see and you don't see, all around, above, and below you, and around. So as we do this song to just bring all of us together, I'd like to just move your feet a little bit, dance a little bit. We all dancing together. And we'll do a little bit here just to show you a little bit how we're going to do this. Okay, and it's real simple. You can pick your hands up like this. Okay, and then we're just going to move like this. Okay, real simple. Okay, how's everyone feeling? I can't hear you. How you feeling there? All right, give it up today. And let's move your feet and let's move your hands. Let's do a little dancing here for the dancing of life. Thank you. Reach over and greet one another. Just say hi to your neighbor there. And thank you. Remember, walk with prayer, walk in peace, and walk with love in your hearts. Thank you.